chapter from REMORANDOM Everything Interesting Volume 1 by REMO Giuffré. It's called Cuisenaire Rods. Developed by a Belgian school teacher, these colourful wooden rods have helped millions of children with their arithmetic. In December 1952, Georges Cuisenaire, a native of Belgium, published a thin booklet called Les Nombres en Couleur, which outlined the use of these colourful counting rods. Cuisenaire rods are small pieces of wood coloured such that all the rods of the same length are the same colour. Physically, the rods behave in the way numbers behave, providing learners with a physical model for the study of mathematics. Cuisenaire, a violin player, taught music as well as arithmetic in the primary school in the village of Thuin. He wondered why children found it easy and enjoyable to pick up a tune and yet found mathematics neither easy nor enjoyable. These comparisons led Cuisenaire to experiment in 1951 with a set of 10 rods sawn out of wood with lengths from 1 centimetre to 10 centimetres. He painted each length of rod a different colour and began to use these in his teaching of arithmetic. The invention remained almost unknown outside Thuin for about 23 years until, in April 1953, British mathematician and mathematics education specialist Caleb Gattegnoux was invited to see students using the rods in Thuin. Gattegnoux, who was duly impressed, named the rods Cuisenaire rods and began trialling and popularising them. He formed the Cuisenaire Company in Reading, England in 1954, and by the end of the 1950s, Cuisenaire rods had been adopted by teachers in 10,000 schools in more than 100 countries. The rods became somewhat ubiquitous in the 1960s and 70s. If you're of a certain age, you would remember them, and indeed our organisational overseers at REMO have long celebrated Cuisenaire rods with a T-shirt that declares 1 + 2 = 3, white plus red equals light green. Cuisenaire, who died in 1976, was ever the proud dad. He always carried a handful of the rods in his pocket, which he would show to fellow passengers in the trains to and from Liège or Brussels. He would ask, "Do you know these?" and would introduce himself proudly as their father. And finally, for the curious, here is a sequence of colours from 1 to 10. White, red, light green, pink, yellow, dark green, black, brown, blue, orange. This chapter features in REMORANDOM Everything Interesting Volume 1 by REMO Giuffré. This series of books is available at remorandom.com.